Hello everybody, Lurgs here, welcome to my channel, and today it's the Audi Q3 tyre pressures and what they should be. I'm going to be quoting these tyre pressures today in PSI, not bar. And here is the Audi Q3 here, and it's got monstrous 20-inch alloy wheels and tyres. And it's important to keep your tyres inflated to the correct tyre pressures, which helps with the comfort of your ride and also with fuel economy. It's really important to check the tyre pressures when the tyres are cold, because if you've been out for a drive and they're warm, the tyre pressure will be increased. First thing you need to do is determine the tyre size on your Audi Q3, and this is written on the side of the tyre wall, and this one is 255/40R20. Once you know your tyre size, then go to the driver's pillar, and there should be a sticker on the door, and this shows what all the tyre pressures should be. And if I just pause this footage, we've got 255/40R20s. Depending on personal preferences, if you've got 3 adults in the car, you can have it on 38 PSI on the front, 38 PSI on the back, or 33 PSI front and back if you want a slightly softer ride. If you've got 5 adults in the car and lots of luggage, then 38 PSI on the front and 41 PSI on the rear. In the old days, you used to carry around a complete spare wheel and tyre, but then they started having these small skinny tyres. If you've got one of those in the trunk or the boot, that needs to be inflated to 60 PSI, but you may not even have that. On some of the more modern cars, they don't even give you a spare wheel and tyre. They just give you a rubbish tyre repair kit, which is completely useless if your tyre shreds on the motorway. Now we know what the tyre pressures should be. What you need to do now is go around to all 4 tyres and just check the tyre pressures, making sure that the tyres are cold and you haven't been on a long drive, because obviously when they're warm the PSI will be higher. Then check the PSI with whatever tools you have. I've just got this old school manual tyre pressure reader. This one is actually a bit higher. This one's reading about 44 PSI. You can let air out of the tyres by just pushing the end part against the valve there, but if you need to pump them up, you can use an old school foot pump, or if you've got an electronic pump. What you need to do is just go around to all 4 tyres and make sure that they're at the correct PSI that you want. If you're pumping up the tyres because you've had a TPMS warning light, a tyre pressure warning light, there's a link above now about how to reset that. Make sure you check your tyres regularly, that you've got good tread on them, because that's really important, especially in wet conditions. I'll tell you what, I think that deserves a cup of tea. In the top right, there's a video on the battery location and how to check the battery on this Audi Q3. And in the top left, the OBD2 port location. This is where you can read any error codes and reset any error codes on your dashboard. And in the bottom left, how to remote open the windows on your Audi Q3. I hope that was useful to you.